You're sitting there, staring at your phone. The text slowed down. The energy changed. Her voice used to sound warm, now it's hollow. You replay every conversation, every moment, trying to find the point where it all went wrong. But here's the truth, she didn't lose interest overnight. She realized something overnight. It happens like this, quietly. One day, she's laughing at your messages. The next, she's busy. No explanation, just distance. And you start to spiral. You think, did I say something? Did I do too much? But that's not it. It's something deeper. Something psychological. Attraction isn't built on constant attention, it's built on emotional contrast. When you first met, you carried mystery, strength, presence. You didn't chase her, you drew her in. She felt your gravity. But over time, something shifted. You began to crave her validation. You started performing. You stopped leading and started appeasing. Let me explain why this kills attraction at a subconscious level. In her mind, safety is attractive, but so is unpredictability. It's not about playing games, it's about polarity. When a man loses his center, when his sense of purpose bends around her approval, her primal instincts trigger a quiet warning. He's not who I thought he was. That's when interest dies. Not in a scream, but in silence. This isn't random, it's psychology. You see, every relationship starts as a psychological projection. She doesn't fall for you. She falls for the image of you, the confident, grounded version she perceives. But when she starts seeing cracks, when your actions reveal insecurity instead of strength, that projection collapses. And the fall is instant. That's why it feels like she lost interest overnight. But what really happened is that her nervous system recalibrated. The excitement turned to familiarity. The chase turned into certainty. And certainty, without polarity, breeds emotional indifference. Think about it. When she used to text, you'd take your time responding. Not out of strategy, but because you had a life. You had focus. You had mission. But lately, you respond within seconds. You ask what's wrong. You check her stories. You chase ghosts of connection. To her, that energy feels heavy. Claustrophobic. Like she's being pulled instead of drawn. And the feminine instinct doesn't respond to pressure, it retreats from it. That's why she started pulling back. Not to hurt you, but to breathe again. Let me give you an example. There's a guy, we'll call him Daniel. When he met her, he was on his purpose, building a business, training hard, focused. She fell for that energy, the way he didn't need her attention, yet still made her feel seen. But after a few months, he made her his world. He skipped the gym, answered every text instantly, started apologizing for things he didn't do. He thought it showed love. But that's not love, that's control disguised as care. He stopped being her equal and became her emotional shadow. One day, she woke up and felt nothing. She couldn't explain why. She just didn't feel it anymore. Because attraction doesn't fade with time, it fades with imbalance. Here's the truth most men can't face. She didn't change. You did. You lost the frame. You stopped being the mountain, and became the weather. And no one feels safe in a storm. Now, this doesn't mean you should play cold or manipulative. That's another trap, the fake alpha response. You don't need to punish her silence or pretend to not care. You need to rebuild your center. See, real strength isn't loud. It's not in the text she's waiting for or the apology you're crafting. It's in the quiet moments when you choose yourself again. When you re-anchor to your purpose. When you remember that her approval is not oxygen, it's a breeze. And breezes pass. Women don't lose interest in men who stand in truth. They lose interest in boys pretending to be what they think women want. Because deep down, she doesn't want a reflection, she wants a foundation. Someone who can hold his ground while she feels everything. Someone whose presence brings stillness, not desperation. If you want her respect, don't chase it. Live in a way that commands it. The moment you stop trying to keep her is the moment you become someone worth staying for. Because desire is born in freedom, not fear. So stop analyzing her texts. Stop decoding every silence. Her behavior is not a mystery. It's a mirror. She lost interest the moment you stopped being you. Here's the psychology in one line. The feminine loses attraction when the masculine loses direction. She doesn't need your promises. She needs your presence. She doesn't want endless comfort. She wants to feel something real. And that starts with you remembering who you were before you needed her validation. That's when her interest returns, not always to you, but to the energy you once embodied. So tonight, don't text her. Don't stalk her page. Just sit with yourself. Breathe. Reclaim your edge. Remember what it felt like to move through the world with fire in your chest. That man, the one who didn't need to prove anything, he's not gone. He's waiting for you to stop begging for love, and start commanding your worth. Because once you do, you'll never have to chase interest again. It'll find you.